Cups energy is about balance and harmony, and especially for those of you where this is romantic, I feel like this person genuinely does have feelings here. Okay, there's certainly love here. And I'm noticing in this strength card here too how the crow is kind of looking down at the heart. Almost like this person is really kind of looking into their feelings. And I'm noticing in this card here in the King of Cups, have the bird, the raven is got its wings wide open, and on both sides of it, there's these waves that are kind of coming over. And the King of Cups represents calm, calm energy, or being able to kind of really handle and being in control of your emotions. So with the Five of Wands here, there's something here, and I don't know what it is yet, but there's something here. Like I said, I kind of feel like this person does have feelings here, but there's something here where this person is, I really feel like maybe trying to, like I said, explore the depths of their feelings, understand them. There could potentially be some type of inner conflict that this person is dealing with. And for some of you, this may be about being able to express their feelings to you, express their emotions. I feel like I don't really want to say that this is kind of like a disconnect between this person's head and their heart, but I'm noticing the way that this raven is looking at the heart. Um, and ravens or crows, they can be a symbol of our intuition, of yeah, intuition, inner knowing, knowledge. Here we have this lion here with this butterfly that's just kind of sitting right on the end of its nose and kind of being very calm about it, controlled. So I'm seeing the Ten of Wands is at the bottom here, which is more or less, I mean, for some of this person could be holding back, maybe having difficulty with expressing their feelings to you, emotions to you, maybe finding the courage to like I said, understand, explore the depths of their feelings here. But aside from that, we have the sun here, and the sun is a beautiful energy of life force, vitality, happiness, abundance. So I do genuinely feel that you do make this person happy. You make them feel fulfilled. There's something here, though. I don't know what it is yet. If for some of you, if you're kind of questioning, like, does this person have mutual feelings for me? I feel like they do. Maybe this is something that they're coming to the realization about for some of you. How they've been resistant or holding back in some way. And now kind of having the courage to really understand, like, this is how I feel. My feelings are stronger than I thought they were. Or, some of you with that Queen of Swords, like I said, there's a maze there. So maybe this is a complicated situation for some of you. Maybe they could feel like this is complicated. Let's clarify here. We also have Cancer energy here. Yeah, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer. All right, let's see. Why is this Queen of Swords here? The Queen of Swords is also a very discerning energy. So maybe this person is, like, maybe you're making them feel like they have to be discerning. or to use their discernment, about letting their guard down, even. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups can talk about a new beginning in love, a new opportunity in love. For some of you, this may be reconciliation, second chances. Why is the Queen of Swords here? It's almost like they're trying to figure something out here. Why is the Queen of Swords here? The Tower. This is some type of realization that this person is having. This could be a realization about their feelings, about there being feelings there. Now, the Tower energy can also be about, things that are kind of like outside of our control, meaning circumstances that are kind of happening in life that may have created some type of upheaval between you and this person. Like I said, maybe for some of you it is a little bit of a complicated situation and things are a little stressful right now. Maybe this person feels like there is kind of extenuating circumstances that are creating some type of blockage with maybe the two of you being together. But with the Two of Wands being here, this person might even feel like they're being guided towards you, or they're feeling this mutual energy between the two of you. They could also, be someone who does think about being in a committed partnership with you if you guys are not already. We've also got Aries and Scorpio. Okay, so let's see what else. This Queen of Swords Spirit. The Lovers. I will say this message might be for some of you where this person is involved with somebody else. Okay, those of you that could be in third-party situations. And perhaps that makes it a complicated situation where this person would have to let go of another situation in order to be with you again or be with you in general. So maybe it is trying to figure things out. Like, you feel this way and I feel drawn to you. I feel guided to you. I feel led to you. You make me happy. But there's a challenge here. And so some of you, that might be a situation that you're in with this person where they can kind of foresee you and them being together. It could be the complete opposite too, where it's like you're the person who's in a relationship, or maybe both of you, in other connections. So they could feel a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, even. I mean, you could, when we're asking Spirit here, how do you make them feel? We have the 10 of Wands. That could be stressed out. It could be feeling pressured. Like if you're somebody who's really wanting commitment, relationship, they can certainly feel the pressure there, okay? So take that if that is something that you feel resonates. If this person is kind of showing you signs that they're a little stressed out, they could very well be, okay? Now, the Five of Wands is also about petty fights, arguments, disagreements, tension. So this person might even be feeling like tension between you and them. Or if you guys are not getting along or having an argument, having a fight and fighting yourself in disagreements over just like the small things, that can certainly be creating stress for them too, where you are making them feel stressed out. Okay. Let's see. Why is the Five of Wands here? Why is the Five of Wands here? The Magician. You got Gemini, Virgo. We also have the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. Interesting. So for some of you, you're making this person feel like they see the potential here. For some of you, it's like they're wanting to really focus their intention. It's almost like they're trying to foresee like a positive outcome for the two of you. Um, yeah, some of you, this person is wanting to manifest this connection, like wanting things to work out between the two of you. They feel that there's chemistry, there's attraction. Um, for some of you, this person might really like the attention, that they're getting from you, or there's a lot of admiration that they have for you. I don't know. Okay. Underneath, we've got the Five of Swords, the Star, and the Fool with the Knight of Wands. It's like this person is wanting to pursue you. It could be wanting to pursue something deeper. Now, some of you, I feel like there's a realization that this person is having about like you're making them feel like they want a relationship with you. They're having, like I said, a realization about you and them having this connection with one another. I feel like this person's very attracted to you. Now, they could be a little bit caught up here with that Five of Swords with some self-sabotaging thoughts, feeling defeated. I am seeing the Two of Wands here at the bottom, which is about making a choice or planning something. Planning something. We've also got the Queen of Cups and the Empress here. So I do feel like you make this person feel very loved, very nurtured, very cared for. There's definitely a very beautiful energy that you are radiating that this person acknowledges, recognizes. I feel like this person is definitely holding like this attraction towards you. Now the Star is about having faith, having trust, believing in something, some type of wish fulfillment. So for some of you, this person wishes to be with you or to maybe have a second chance with you. For some of you, a spirit is showing me like a picture of an ant, that's kind of carrying um like a, how ants are able to kind of like pick up things that are like way way bigger than them. And spirit is kind of showing me that, and I feel like that's kind of symbolic of this Ten of Wands energy, where this person might feel that maybe, like I said, maybe things are complicated. Maybe the situation is a complicating situation because there are other forces outside of either one of your control. Life kind of bringing you in two different directions here, and there are some challenges that lie ahead for you and this person with trying to bring this together. And maybe that's distance or, just things going on in your life, their life. And I feel like as optimistic as this person is, they're trying to stay focused on just that because I feel like they truly see the connection. I mean, we do have the King of Cups is here, the Queen of Cups is here. So there's definitely love here. For some of you, I feel like this person is wanting your attention, okay? And they could even be doing something like through attention seeking, like trying to get your attention in some way, either by certain actions that they take. We have the Fool here, which is about taking a leap of faith. which is I feel like this person feels motivated to do so. Like they're wanting to take some type of leap of faith here. Like if it's some of you, this person could be having a realization of feelings being deeper than they thought they were, and questioning reconciliation here, giving your connection a chance or a second chance. Okay, I think I want to start pulling some oracle and kind of see what else is coming up here. Okay, so let's see. How do you make them feel? It's to me, it kind of almost gives me this feeling of like them feeling like, how can I make this happen? How can I make this wish come true? How can I bring this together? Maybe that's what they're trying to figure it out. How do I say this? How do we move forward? How do we, get past this stage and just kind of get to it? Okay, let's see. How do you make them feel? Pile 1. We have the Jortis spirit. For some of you, I feel like this person feels that there is a very spiritual connection between the two of you. That you may be the person that they feel like they're meant to be with. How do you make them feel? We have adjacent possibilities in reverse. How do you make them feel? Balance. And maybe this person has been someone who's already explored other opportunities, or who is, they might even be feeling like, okay, is this even possible here? I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. But there is this balance here, right? We've got the Queen and the Queen of Cups, the Two of Cups here, Temperance is here, which is also about balance. It could very well feel like you're their person. We have Envy in the reverse. See what else? How do you make them feel? Humor and worry. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, and worry, I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So, I feel like this is like this person is, I want to see why they're worried, although I can kind of see this here as like trying to figure this out. Maybe you are somebody who does have a good sense of humor. They could, For some of you, I feel like you really show this person. Some of you are very direct with this person and what you, like, very honest, okay? And I feel like they appreciate that honesty from you. The directness, the bluntness, the truthfulness, the honesty, the integrity, and you might also be somebody, because you embody that energy, who kind of, in a way, makes them feel like they too need to also live in their truth. To become a better version of themselves. We have 6th chakra, which is the third eye. And then they have the 3rd chakra here that is the solar plexus. I'm seeing loneliness here at the bottom. So for some of you, this person might even worry about losing you. Being without you, or even have that feeling of loneliness if they're not present in your life at this time. I feel for some of you with that Envy in reverse, some of you, this person could be maybe somebody who has had some issues with worrying about you being with somebody else or not being able to have you. If there was issues surrounding a jealousy there. Okay, I want to see what this says. Number 20. And this is the energy oracle. This card is about lack and dissatisfaction. Okay, so in reverse, it says this card reversed heralds a time of joy and appreciation. Your choice to shift your focus from future longing to present gratitude creates a significant difference in your energy field and moves out in a dramatic and radiant way to attract more to you. You know that you can keep your eye on future goals without losing sight of your present gifts. So continue to release any old feelings of envy or lack whenever those thoughts or emotions come out. You're well on your way to completely gratifying life, and your genuine acknowledgement of the value within and around you will only keep drawing more value to you. So you have the Six of Wands energy here, which is about value, appreciation, recognition. So with this energy here, I feel like you truly are someone who this person does have that recognition for, about the connection that's there between the two of you. Almost something that you can't deny. You can't deny it. I want to see what this worry is here. What is this person worried about? What is this person worried about? Nine of Wands. The Page of Wands. And the Death card. This could be certainly surrounding changes. Certain things coming to an end. This person could also be worried about getting hurt. This person may have already been somebody who's been through a lot, and to maybe start something new. That could be something they worry about here. The change. Death is about change. And that can certainly bring up a lot of fears within someone if they especially if they would have to make some life changes. Because the Tower it can really bring and flip our world upside down. Okay. Let's see. Pile 1. How do you make them feel? How do you make them feel, Pile 1? High hopes for this connection. How do you make them feel? We have infatuation, infatuated with you, an attachment to you. How do you make them feel? We have feels you want too much too fast and expectation. So that might be the case for some of you, like I said, where there could be a little bit of stress or pressure. Okay. Especially if you've said something to this person where, like, hey, I want commitment. I want a relationship. I want a deeper level of commitment. And maybe that was, if you could have said something like that to this person that maybe caught them off guard and they're just like trying to figure it all out right now. Okay, let's see. How do you make them feel? We have overlooking the red flags and also playing mind games. Let's see what this is about. How do you make them feel? Remember how I said all this energy is super beautiful with the tarot, but there's just something here. Now, I don't know if maybe this person is playing mind games with you or if they feel like you're playing mind games with them. If you're being manipulative, which the Queen of Swords very well could be, okay? It is part of her shadow. So can the Queen of Cups. Oh. Or if is this a case where like you're trying to manipulate them into like, oh, let's get married, let's before a person is ready. Or we should move in together. So, I mean, you're practically here anyways. Might as well move in. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like maybe there's certain things that you say to them. Maybe your tone, how you say it. I don't know. But let's look at this a little bit. Let's see. What are the best overlooking the red flags? What is this about, Spirit? And that might come in with that discernment there, with that Queen of Swords energy, because the Queen of Swords is not, she's kind of like that archetype of energy that she's not to be messed with. Like she's gonna see right through a person, right through to the truth of a situation to really figure things out. So, I mean, are there red flags here in this connection for you and this person? Are there red flags here that either one of you could be missing that need to be addressed or that, let's see. What is this overlooking the red flags? The Eight of Pentacles. Ooh. Maybe for some of you, this has to do with this person being like a person you work with, a person you go to school with. The Eight of Pentacles is also about self-mastery. So there could also be a need for either you or the other person to work on themselves. So maybe there's the question then is everybody ready? Is everybody on board? Is everybody ready for this? What is the overlooking the red flags? The Eight of Pentacles is also putting a lot of hard work and effort into something. So is the effort going to be worth it? Three of Wands. It's about foresight. Thinking ahead, planning ahead. So if this person's like thinking down the road, can I see myself? Can I see myself really investing into this connection? Can I see myself being with you? Let's see. What is this overlooking the red flag spirit? The Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor is about looking at the bigger picture. It's about strategy, planning, discipline, focus, taking decisive action. So before we take action, right, it's kind of like this person is like, what is the best move here? So that makes me feel like if this person is in this place where they're trying to kind of foresee what the future could be with you, are there any red flags that are coming up? Is this the right choice? Is this the right decision? And perhaps if they're not in that place where they've made it and they feel comfortable, because like I said, there's a little bit of inner conflict here. If they're in a place where they don't quite have that answer yet, maybe they could be playing mind games with you in a way like, hold off, not yet, just wait. And kind of like waiting until they get to that point where they're completely sure with what they're doing before they give you a direct or straight answer. So let's see this energy here of mind games. And especially for those of you where this is true, feels you want too much too fast, your expectations of them, are they feeling like you're trying to manipulate them into hurrying up and getting in a connection, hurrying up and getting married, hurrying up and, you know what I'm saying? Because, we can be persuasive. I don't know what we're trying to get something that we want. We can kind of dip into that shadow energy a little bit and kind of say things to make the person, go in favor of what we want, which is, again, very Queen of Swords shadow energy. Let's see. What does this playing mind games have to do with, Spirit? The Nine of Pentacles, which is about independence. Ooh, see? Look at this. The difference here. Single, committed. Single and committed. This makes me feel like this mind games can also be happening in this own person's head, because we're asking today, how do you make them feel? It could be that the mind games are something that are going back and forth in their own mind, right? You should stay single. You should get committed. And we're like, they're kind of going back here. I'm seeing High Priestess at the bottom. So the High Priestess is about something that's mysterious, something that's a secret, something that hasn't been revealed yet. So an Ace of Pentacles is right underneath that with the Three of Pentacles and Judgment with the Chariot. So we've got some deep thinking here and not letting you in on what the decision is. Ace of Pentacles, tangible start, new beginning. Three of Pentacles, laying the groundwork for a solid foundation, reconciliation, collaboration. Judgment is making that big decision. Chariot is going to be moving forward, making progress. So until I feel like for some of you where they actually figure this out, the plan, the strategy, what they're doing, maybe they are playing a little bit of mind games here for some of you, where they're not telling you everything until they figure it out. Because like I said, for some of you, maybe there is. And they too can be making it way more complicated than it needs to be. Okay. They very well could be. We also have Taurus energy here, Pisces and Cancer and Scorpio. Okay. What else do we want to do? Let's add some closing oracle here just to close out your reading. Let's see, anything else that you need to know about how you make them feel? Pile 1. Anything else? We have freedom. You make them feel free or having a sense of freedom. Maybe they want. Okay, I'm seeing risk here. So risk, maybe I feel like for some of you, is there a risk of them losing their freedom? A risk of losing their freedom. Let's see. What does this freedom have to do with? Six of Cups. For some of you, this is the person who's wanting to kind of be free to reconnect with you, to reconcile. You know, it could be that they want you to be free or they want to be free so that they can reconcile with you. What is the risk here? Ten of Cups, right? It's kind of like you're going all in there with that Ten of Cups energy is about fulfillment, happiness. If this person believes that you are their happiness, you are their Ten of Cups for them, I might as well go for it, right? We have high hopes for this connection. Maybe this person would be needing to sacrifice a lot or risk a lot to make things work with you or to choose you or, whatever your situation is with this person. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you. Pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 2. So those of you that resonate with the Slavic Legends Tarot, this is going to be a reading today. So we're finding out, how do you make them feel? Okay, so we're going to start off with the tarot. How do you make them feel, child feel? How do you make them feel? Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's the first one out. Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus energy. How do you make them feel? We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Three of Wands. The Hanged Man. Okay, so already I'm kind of getting with our question today, how do you make them feel? All over the place, okay? The best way I could say this, all over the place, because I feel like this person, there is this attraction, there's desire here, there's chemistry, longing, anticipation, waiting. But at the same time, there's also a very wounded energy here. So some of you, it could be that as much as say like this person's passion and desire for you burns, at the same time there's also this very guarded energy and I feel like indecision here, and it could be kind of going through cycles, ups and downs, like back and forth here. They also have Pisces energy. Pisces, and then also, what is this? Aries and Sagittarius. How do you make them feel? Judgment. Judgment is about making a big decision. Big decision. Scorpio energy. How do you make them feel? Justice. Libra. Knight of Wands. I feel like you really like this person's fire, okay? I feel like the way that they feel towards you is very intense, very passionate, very strong attraction. The High Priestess. Okay, so for some of you, this person could be keeping it inside. Okay, not revealing it to you. Without the High Priestess is a quiet energy. It's about mystery and secrets, hiding something. So yeah, I feel like you make this person feel, what do you want to say, hot and spicy? Oh, intense, passionate, chemistry. I feel like this person feels that things are mutual between the two of you. You know, for some of you, this person could be keeping that attraction to themselves out of respect for boundaries here for some of you. They could be like waiting for the right time to say something or to do something or to be honest with you about how they feel. There's a lot of wands here, okay? The wands do have to do with creativity and passion, desire, action. And I feel like this person is wanting to come towards you with this Knight of Wands energy. It's a lot of very fiery energy. About for some reason here, this person is kind of maybe being quiet about it, or like I said, maybe for some of you waiting for the right time to say something. There's some indecision here, maybe about making a decision here. Let's clarify a little bit. What else do we have here? Pisces energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, and Scorpio. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at this Judgment card first. Plays Judgment here. The Sun, Leo. The Empress. And the Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here? I want to look at this first, but this kind of makes me feel that some of you, this person could be... There is wounded energy here. Judgment is about releasing and letting things go. It makes me feel with the Six of Swords being here, clarifying this. It's kind of like this connection for you with this person would be like a new chapter of their love life, or maybe for you too, where you're able to leave your past baggage, okay, whether emotional, spiritual, mental, just leave it in the past Because I almost feel like with this Seven of Wands energy here too, some of you, this person could feel like this intensity of wanting to come towards you. And some of you, this might even be what you're receiving from this person is like make signals, inconsistency. Sometimes they're like full on feeling like they're pursuing you and then kind of like pulling back. Why is the Six of Swords here? Because I feel like with the Empress here and the Sun, these are beautiful energies for this person to feel about you. The Empress is love and abundance and expansion and growth and fertility, and the Sun is a beautiful energy of life force and vitality and joy and happiness and this feeling of feeling complete. But if this person is someone who's still kind of holding on to past stuff, is this why they're indecisive here about making progress? This is probably why they're all over the place. Their energy's unpredictable. Why is the Six of Swords here? Seven of Swords. This person could be someone who's a little bit insecure or has some fears and insecurities. They could also be a person who's kind of like anxious, avoidant, trust issues. Ace of Pentacles, that's the new beginning. Five of Cups is the bottom. Some of you could be dealing with a person who's suffering from depression, who's kind of lost hope in love or feeling discouraged. Five of Cups can sometimes be talking about grief or loss. If this person is someone who kind of distanced themselves from you, they can certainly be feeling regret or guilt for not taking the opportunity that was there. What else do I want to see? I want to see this Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man here? We also have Taurus energy. Taurus and Libra is already here. Why is the Hanged Man here? Five of Swords. This person, it could be very well somebody who has self-sabotaging thoughts. I'm getting trust issues here with this person. Kind of stuck in a victim mentality. Yeah, they could be somebody who kind of self-sabotages. Two of Pentacles. That is the whole hot and cold here, back and forth. A person who kind of self-sabotages connections. So this Two of Pentacles is a person who kind of has mixed feelings here about moving forward with your connection. It's kind of like they feel the intensity and feeling so drawn to you, but then they get in their head and then they pull back here. So again, Wheel of Fortune, unpredictability. They're all over the place, which, like I said at the beginning, this is the best way I can describe this person's energy. Okay, let's see. What else? How do you make them feel? Count two. How do you make them feel? Judgment in reverse. I feel like indecisive. Indecisive. Purpose. Deceit. It makes me feel like this person's questioning Like they cannot trust it. And I feel like that's their own issue. I don't feel like this has something to do with you not being a trustworthy person. They've got some issues here, some wounds. Person hasn't let their past go. The solar plexus. Yin yang. We have success. I know that there is there is no greater goal than to love, and we also have guilt here. Maybe this person had deceived you in some way. The door to spirit. And then with relationships at the bottom, it says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. You know, it makes me feel like this person has a hard time with believing in love, believing in relationships, believing that there could be a healthy, stable relationship. That this is their opportunity to heal and let the past go instead of letting it be something that continues to create issues here. Yeah, we got journey here, and I'm seeing the first chakra, which is the sacral chakra at the bottom. I'm going to cover up a little bit. This is this person's root chakra. Our root chakra is our sense of security. So this person is somebody who has either self-esteem issues, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, someone who doesn't feel safe or secure is our root chakra. So, if they've got childhood wounds or they've got past relationships in which, maybe they were betrayed or something of that nature, it's kind of like this person needs to work on their sense of security. They could be somebody who's kind of like, I would say like a person who's kind of like stuck in fight or flight. Like not trusting relationships. And I feel like this person is aware because we do have guilt here. They could be very well aware of how their patterns of behaviors affect your connection. And it's like, here, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good, that, you very well could be someone who's trying to, the Empress is here. You could be trying to give this person love and show them, that love can be different and that it's safe for them to open their heart. And they could be just like so fearful. And if you look at this journey card here, this girl, she's got like this huge suitcase with her. So it kind of makes me feel like this person's trying to navigate through their own kind of darkness or dark night of the soul and trying to heal and work on themselves and recognizing that they need to work on themselves. They might feel like, okay, this person is loving, sweet, nurturing, but I don't know if I'm ready for this. Okay, let's see what else. How do you make them feel? And perhaps you are someone who kind of challenges this person's beliefs and you kind of try to help to see differently, where you kind of help them to serve as a catalyst for them to go on their journey of healing and self-discovery. So how do you make them feel? They might even get into their head a little bit and think that you're judging them, you're criticizing. And again, this kind of comes from those self-sabotaging thoughts. They just kind of feel like they're not good enough, or how do you make them feel? casual dating. We have narcissist, idealize, devalue, and discard. This kind of makes me feel maybe some of you could very well be dealing with a narcissist, okay? No, I don't want to say that because this is a general reading here. Not all of you are going to be in that situation. Everyone is capable of having narcissistic types, patterns of behavior, okay, at some point in our life. Doesn't mean we're a narcissist. It just means that there are certain characteristics, things like that. But some of you very well known that might know, this person is, okay, as they've been diagnosed, they are. Then we're not doing that here. Potential for love. We have unhealed trauma blocks, which you can see that. Hidden emotions. And losing interest. And I'm seeing selfish intentions at the bottom. Okay, let's see what's going on with this narcissist energy. Eight of Cups, which is abandonment. Now, it could very well be because, these patterns of behavior here, we have a person who idealizes the connection, right? And that could very well kind of come in as like love bombing, a person who puts you on a pedestal, gives you all the love, gives you all attention, and then the devaluing, the discarding, okay? And that could very well create a lot of pain for you, because at the beginning of the connection, it's like the person's showing you like they're all about it. You mean everything to them. They want to build a life with you. Well, they want this, they want that, they want this, they want that, and then nothing. Okay, we've got Eight of Cups, which is about emotional abandonment. The Moon. Okay. Now, the Moon energy can talk about fears, insecurities, confusion, deception. Okay. So the person might, right, kind of be, because we do have a very wounded person here. Okay. They could be potentially, through this experience that you're dealing with them, they could be thinking, maybe, right, selfishly, not thinking about how their patterns of behavior affect you. Okay? They might not necessarily have awareness of their selfish intention. Okay? We've got some unhealed trauma blocks that are here within this person. And, if this person feels in any way, because again, we get a person with root chakra issues here. Okay? Their sense of security, their sense of stability, is something that is blocked, okay? Which makes them fearful, which makes them run, which, makes them avoidant, which makes them feel unsafe. They can't open up. So if they've got these blocks that are here and they feel at any time, I'm going to get hurt, right? I have fear within me. Then they kind of walk away before, almost like in a way before you hurt them, So casual dating, potential for love. Now, this would be one, of course, that you do want to watch out for, that you're not kind of putting all your eggs in one basket, so to say, and you're taking it one step at a time, paying attention to the person's pattern of behavior, okay? Do their actions align with their words here? What is this energy surrounding losing interest in this connection? We have the World, which is ending something, completing something, ending, right? Ending something here. And then we got this String card. And the 10 of Swords. And with, I don't know, this person, pile 2. Underneath the deck, we've got the 2 of Cups, the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the 10 of Cups. It really makes me feel like that. I mean, this to me is like a true example of self-sabotage here. Because this person might really genuinely have feelings here. They do need feeling, okay? They do. It's not, and you have to keep in mind though, if that was anything, it's not your job to fix them. Okay? Hidden emotions, and here they are. For some of you, the Knight of Cups is going to be like that energy of like falling in love. Okay? The King of Cups is more mature feelings and emotions. So for those of you where this has been something that has been over time, mature, this is mature, or mature love. This is mutual. 10 of Cups is like this person sees you as the person that makes them feel happy and fulfilled, and they're hiding all of that. It's like they're not wanting to reveal this to you because they're not wanting to get hurt. We've got solar plexus coming up here, the root chakra, your spheres here. I don't even know what to say. With is certainly frustrating, I'm sure, that you're kind of dealing with this. You know, it's sad to me. It's like, I mean, because I've been there too. We all have kind of been at that place where we've been so hurt and so wounded that it's hard to trust, after you've been really hurt in the past. And I can see it here with this person. Afraid of really putting yourself out there again. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything else here that you need to know? And I feel like it is important for you to know this person does have feelings. For somebody, this person does love you, but they are truly sabotaging here. Okay. Okay, so is there anything else you need to know, pile number 2, with how you make them feel? We have ghosts here. Some of you could be, that's a lot. You could truly be someone who's kind of triggering this person a lot to bring a lot of stuff up to the surface for them to look at, to talk to you about, or talk to and express in some way. I'm seeing risk here at the bottom with memory. So there's something about this person's past, okay, which we can see. Something that's being triggered here. And I've seen growth here with freedom. So, it is possible for this person to overcome this. I'm seeing bond right underneath that. I mean, the bond is here. The connection is here. But it's kind of like this person's old ghosts are getting in the way. And they could very well find growth in the situation to learn to trust again, to really acknowledge, instead of kind of being in survival mode, right? Worried and not trusting. I feel like if you're going to continue to stay involved with this person, pal, too, make sure that the connection with them is something that, even if it's moving slow, that it's consistently progressing and moving forward, even if it's little baby steps. But if they start to kind of pull back, go no contact, and, you know, that's kind of where you need to draw the line for yourself so that you're not continuing to be led on and misled, empty promises, broken trust for you and stuff like that. If this person is kind of showing you these signs where they're not ready for something, is as beautiful as the connection could be between the two of you, if they're not ready to grow from this and to say, okay, I acknowledge this is where I'm at, and work on changing, work on the self, work on freeing themselves from their old ghosts, so to say, there's nothing that you can do, right? You just have to kind of honor yourself in the whole process, and also take your feelings into consideration, your own energy, your own mental health, emotional well-being, and put yourself first. And if that means walk away, take a step back from this person because they haven't got it together yet, that's what you have to do, is what's best for you until this person can really allow themselves to see what this connection could truly be. And if they don't see it right now and they're not available for it, you have to do what is best for you. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you, pile 2. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, feel free. So those of you that resonated with the Labyrinth Tarot and the Carnelian, this is going to be a reading today. So we're finding out, how do you make them feel? How do you make them feel? I'm going to be starting off with the tarot, and then we will move into getting some lyrical messages to see what is going on here. So how do you make them feel? Pile number 3. How do you make them feel? Okay, so I'm seeing the 9 of feathers, which is the 9 of swords in this stack. I'm also seeing the Empress, so I'm going to take that one. How do you make them feel? I feel for some of you, you make them feel intimidated, okay? They could be intimidated by your beauty, your attractiveness, your maybe something. Look at the way that she's kind of like sitting in this chair. Like she's got everything, okay? She's got everything. She's the Empress. The 9 of Swords is about mental anguish, anxiety, overthinking, worrying. So this person could be in their head a little bit. Like I said, I feel like this could very well be intimidation. How do you make them feel? The Empress is kind of like a high value. High value. We've got the Knight of Poles here, which is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a very strong attraction, okay, that this person has towards you. You could be somebody who's very attractive, and that being something that kind of makes them feel nervous to be around you, to talk to you. How do you make them feel? Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this person's in their head a lot, okay? Way too much overthinking here. We have the World. This looks like a really complicated puzzle or maze or something here. I mean, for some of you, this person could literally be like trying to figure you out. Hmm. They might also, for some of you, have this thought within them that this is too complicated to pursue. Because the Ten of Swords here in the world could very well be a breakup, an ending here. Let's see. How do you make them feel? Pile 3. They also have Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. Sagittarius energy. How do you make them feel? Now, the Empress and the Emperor here. The Star. We have the Ten of Junk. I think this is the Cups. The Six of Pools again. That's the Six of Wands. No, hold on a second. The Junk Mighty Pentacles. I think it is Pentacles, okay. How do you make them feel? The Tower. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's the Queen of Junk at the bottom. I love this card. The Queen of Junk. She's got a whole lot of junk up there. I heard on her back. Yeah, I think this is Pentacles. Okay, let me make sure really quick. I think there's the pots in here. The pots are the cups. That's junk. Yeah, these are the pots. So I think the pots are the cups and the junk is the pentacles. Okay, so Empress and Emperor here, the Star is here, the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Tower. So how do you make them feel? I feel like you make them feel like the two of you are destined to be with each other. That you're meant to have a long-term relationship here. That there is recognition that's here. But I also feel like this person could very well be someone who's also afraid of commitment. If you look at this Emperor here, I mean, he doesn't look very happy. First off, he's holding a bottle and it looks like a little child's little ball toy here. Was like a, I don't know. It could be like a baby blanket, a burping cloth or something like that for an infant or something. But I don't know. I mean, because the Empress and the Emperor, they're counterparts here. So, and Ten of Pentacles is here, which is about long-term relationship, commitment, family, potentially. I mean, there is, this Emperor is holding a bottle. I mean, you very well could be this person's, already have a family with this person. I feel like I need to figure some stuff out here, though, because this looks like there's an ending here or some type of upheaval. Maybe this is past for you guys. Because the Tower is about it could be about an epiphany, a realization, or it could be some type of upheaval that has taken place within your connection that has caused some type of ending here. And I'm seeing with that World card, it looks like there's a maze, like a super complicated maze is there. So maybe, I don't know, it could either be that this person was kind of like overcomplicating things in their own head with commitment, relationship, trying to make your relationship work. I mean, I feel like with the star energy here, the star is about having trust, having faith, believing in something. It's about destiny, so this person may very well feel like you are their person, you're the person they're meant to be with. There's recognition here of who you are and what place you hold in this person's life, the value that you have. There's attraction that's here. I mean, this person sees you. So I think I want to look at that, the Nine of Swords here. Let's see. And the Empress is the embodiment of love. So for some of you, it could be that there is a very passionate love that this person does have towards you. You can make them feel like they want to get married to you. They want to be in a relationship with you. They want to create a family with you for some of you. But that could also be something for some of you where this is causing a lot of anxiety with moving ahead with it. Why is the Nine of Swords here? The star can also be about renewal. So maybe for some of you, if you did have a separation, a breakup, a divorce, this person could be thinking about things and feeling like, I want to reconcile, but maybe things are really complicated. Let's see. Why is the Nine of Swords here? The Knight of Junk. Okay, this deck is funny. Okay, so we have the Knight of Junk, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And here, this Knight of Pentacles has all of these, boulders, rolling downhill at him. We can also look at it in a different way in which this person kind of perceives something as kind of like roadblocks along your path moving forward, because the Knight of Pentacles is about looking ahead and committing yourself to hard work and dedication and effort and taking steps towards, reaching or achieving a goal. And in this case, I feel like maybe there are some obstacles for the two of you, and this person could be thinking like, how are we going to get past this? We've got Aquarius energy here. Also, what is it? Aries and Scorpio. Why is the Knight of Swords here? And the Knight of Pentacles is also very slow-moving energy. So this person could also be someone who's not in a rush, doesn't want to rush things, wants to take their time, and wants to make sure that you are that person, especially if you've never been committed to this person before, or you've never had, you guys are already together, but you haven't taken that next step towards maybe getting married if that's what you want, or living together. So this person could be someone who procrastinates, hesitates. Why is the Nine of Swords here? We have the Two of Coals, Two of Wands, and the Ace of Junk. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So Two of Wands is about planning. It's about making a choice, choosing a path. Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning here. So this is also about some a tangible opportunity. So for some of you, this person is kind of in their head. For some of you, this might be about reconciling with you, making the choice to reconcile with you, and very carefully trying to decide that. For others of you, it could be, something tangible for the first time. Starting something solid and feeling anxious about is this it? Is this the right thing to do here? Let's see what this Tower energy is here. What is the Tower here? The Chariot, yeah. So that would be about moving forward, having the willpower to make some progress, to be successful in doing something. I'm seeing the King of Junk in reverse is just flying out. So yeah, it makes me feel I'm seeing also the Queen of Feathers in reverse, which is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Nine of Poles, Nine of Wands in reverse. A bunch of these cards came out. What is this? The Seven of Cups in reverse, or the Seven of Pots in reverse. Hmm. Yeah, I really kind of feel like this person is at a place right now where they're trying to think like, am I ready to commit myself to moving forward, to commitment, to something serious, to taking decisive action, to, and for some of you with that Nine of Wands in reverse, it could be that this person is like, this is really stepping outside of this person's comfort zone. Okay, like I said, look at how the Emperor is like sitting there, almost like, what have I done with this bottle? What do you want me to do with this? Like it just kind of looks like it's out of place, you know? Um, they could even be thinking like, is this a good fit? Is this really what I want here? And I feel like I know that this person feels like they see the connection between the two of you. They see it. There's resistance here. I'm seeing Seven of Wands at the bottom. This is that whole pushback here with this person. Indecisive, clouded judgment, outside of their comfort zone. Okay, let's pull some other oracle here. Those of that Cancer energy here. Okay, so how do you make them feel? We have action here. And the worlds. Now we do have the world here. I want to see what the book says about this. World card 29. This is expansion and opening up. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay, above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. I don't feel like that's what this is. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you. And now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. So this kind of makes me feel like this person is, the Emperor too, and the traditional Emperor card, the Emperor is kind of holding that little sphere, which is basically implying that the universe or the world is within the Emperor's hands. He is the master of his domain. He's making decisions, taking action, staying, creating that stable foundation. So I feel in that regard, this person right now is, maybe you are making them feel like, okay, there's some type of action they need to take here. And does that include you? Are you kind of written into this person's future? Because with this world card, it could be that they're thinking, okay, like, what are my options here? Am I choosing this connection? Or am I keeping my options open? And it's funny because I feel like this person sees like this person very well could be your person, your soulmate here, pal free. How do you make them feel? For some of you, a marital partner, we have happy family here. Like I said, some of you might already have family with this person. We have a storm warning here. Now, some of you, if you do have family, marriage, relationship, separation issues, stuff like that, then it could be that they're kind of questioning the whole dynamic of your family, especially if you guys have children together. The storm could be that maybe there are some things that are coming up. The storm reminds me a lot of the Tower card here. Chaos, destruction, upheaval, a lot of unpredictability. How do you make them feel? And maybe that's literally what they're feeling inside, is the storm, is the chaos. We also have the angel of love. How do you make them feel? Love, happiness, but also anxiety. And it makes me feel like this person can envision you guys being together, being a happy family, or being together and having that dynamic in your connection, even if happy family to you means you and this person being together and you guys have a dog or a cat, you know, or birds, whatever kind of animals or babies, whatever. We also have anxiety and attachment here. And I'm seeing guilt is at the bottom. You make them feel guilty. Guilt. Anxiety. What is this attachment here? Perhaps you're someone who's like telling them, like, do you want this with me? And that could be like certainly a lot for this person to think about, because maybe you could also be waiting for them to take some kind of action here, or to step up and do something. What is this attachment here? What is this attachment? Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about the future, planning, next actions, next steps. It's also an energy of waiting. Is this... Okay, hold on a second. Five of Swords. I think this is more junk. So this is going to be the Three of Pentacles. That looks like junk, doesn't it? I don't know. I think it's junk. Three of junk. Okay, so Three of junk are the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. This is going to be building with you, laying the groundwork for something solid, stable. The Five of Swords energy here, that attachment. This Five of Swords energy here kind of makes me feel like this person is self-sabotaging, okay? Self-sabotaging thoughts surrounding the building with you, the reconciliation maybe for some of you. Why are they feeling guilty? Why are they feeling guilty? The Moon. The Moon. Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune, all major arcana. The Ace of Swords is at the bottom. What a cute Ace of Swords card. Look at his little face. Okay, so this is about clarity. They're feeling guilty because they don't have clarity yet. They can't give you an answer. They can't. Look at this Wheel of Fortune. The arrows are kind of went all over the place. This is really... Judgment is where this person has to make the decision. The big decision. And with the mood energy here, this person could still be feeling confused, uncertain, doubts. Um, Unclear. Because this is more or less about us having to trust the unknown with the moon. Because we don't know what the future holds, right? We don't know. And we just have to kind of trust that what we're doing is the right thing for us. And I feel like this person feels guilty because they're having doubts or they feel confused. The Wheel of Fortune is also about being at a turning point in our life. It could be about change, changes in life, changes in direction. Am I on the same path as you? Or they could be questioning, like, are we meant to be with each other? And so, yeah, I feel like that's where the guilt comes in with the Ace of Swords, is them finally having that light bulb moment, the epiphany, a realization, clarity, truth, listening to what their soul's truth is telling them about whether or not they want this. And because they're still clouded here, right, our Queen of Swords in reverse, they can't make a decision. So for some of you, they could have detached, pulled back from you, cut things off, seem a little distant here. Or maybe they feel like they're at a place in their life right now where they're like, they don't know which way's up right now. They don't know what they want, with what direction they're going. Okay, let's ask Spirit here if there's any. Oh no, let's do these message cards first. How do you make them feel? How do you make them feel, pile 3? How do you make them feel? Magnetic and passionate. So they do feel drawn to you. We have still in love with their ex-partner. Oh boy. Oh, how do you make them feel? They might be feeling like you're the one. I mean, this could go either way, but we're asking, how do you make them feel? Still in love with their ex-partner. So it could be for some of you that they kind of feel based off of your behaviors, your actions, what you say, like especially if you're somebody who kind of brings up your ex a lot or talks about a person that's your ex, they could be like, you're still in love with your ex. You're not over them yet. Or it could be them. They could also be realizing, you could be making them feel or having the realization that they're not over their ex yet. And that, of course, won't be for all of you, okay? Remember, this is a general reading, so only take it if it fits. If it doesn't, and just leave it alone. We've got feels you are complicating their life. Why? Because they have to make a choice? Because this is serious business here. We're talking about relationships and happily ever afters and building a life and building a family. So, let's see what that is about. You bring out the worst in them and triggering them for some of you. You bring out their shadow side. Maybe that's where that Tower energy comes from. You guys having at each other. We have temporary and a flame. Now, maybe some of you, this could have started off that way. Okay. And we have settling for less than you deserve. And I'm seeing in love with you at the bottom. So like I said, for some of you, this person might be very intimidating with you. They might feel like they're not good enough. I want to see why they feel like you're complicating their life. Why? Maybe because you trigger them? Because you keep them accountable? Oh no. I think you guys are all going to have very different reasons, but those are some things that kind of come to my mind here with this. Let's see. What is this? Feels you are complicating their life. Why? Why do they feel like you are complicating their life? Four of Wands. I don't know, because you want a relationship? Huh. Family? Now, of course, like I said earlier, general reading. So if these don't really resonate for you, just ignore them. Don't pay attention to them. This is for somebody here that's watching that needs to hear this. So why do they feel you are complicating their life? The King of Poles or the King of Wands. The King of Wands is about taking the lead. Taking the lead. This is about being mature in our actions too. The King of Wands energy. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about stagnancy. It could be about stagnancy, indecision. So if you're like telling them, hey, where is this going? What are we? What are we? Where is this going? And you're kind of telling them, you might even be the person who's kind of taking the lead here. Like, hey, let's get to this. What are we doing? We're not wasting time. My clock is ticking here. I want a family. I want to settle down. I want a relationship. I want something solid. I want something serious. Then they can feel, you are complicating my life. You're wanting me to make a decision here to be in a relationship, and I don't know. So you could be the one that's trying to say, okay, let's take this further. I'm not here for this stagnant stuff. This whole indecision, make a decision, take the lead. What are we doing? So yeah, I feel like that totally goes into you kind of keeping them accountable. Like, what are we doing? What else do I want to look at? I'm seeing Eight of Wands at the bottom, which is about very fast-moving energy. Ten of Wands is about feeling overwhelmed, so they might also kind of have that feeling that you're trying to move too quickly. You might be making them feel stressed out for some of you, okay? Putting a lot of pressure on them. Settling for less than you deserve. Is that how you make them feel? That they're settling for less? I don't think so. Not with the Empress energy here. Let's see. What is this settling for less? I want to use another deck because I'm kind of feeling like that's like Five of Swords energy, but let's see. What is this? Settling for less than you deserve. What is this about? Six of Swords. This is about moving on. Moving on, detachment, moving away from the drama, moving away from the negativity, right? And if you're bringing out the worst in them or what they feel, right? Remember, this is their opinion. This doesn't make it true. Ah, just because we're triggered doesn't mean that we need to kind of blame, right? You're triggering me. That means you're awful. That means you're horrible. No, no. When we're being triggered, that's something that we need to address within ourselves. Okay? What is this? Settling for less than you deserve. The King of Wands. Some of you, like I said, you could be super attractive. Super attractive. And this person feeling like, wow, you could have anybody you want. Yes, look at that. There's the attraction and get the Page of Wands in reverse. I mean, maybe you guys are two attractive people. Two attractive people. And there may even be a little bit of a, I want to say this energy here where, if you were, I would say maybe like the more attractive out of the two of you, they might have like this thought in their mind that you could probably be with somebody who's more attractive than them. So that kind of brings me to the person who's kind of maybe a little bit of some self-esteem issues here. What else? Settling for less than we deserve. Ah. The moon. The moon is about something subconscious that's going on with this person. They could even have like this fear that you are just going to find somebody better. You're just going to find somebody more attractive. And a security that they have. You're not going to stay with them. Why should they commit if you're just going to end up leaving? What else? What is this? You bring out the worst in them. What is this? Seven of Pentacles. Maybe you're impatient, okay? You're impatient. The Strength card. Okay. Yeah, this person could be kind of maybe feeling that you're not being patient. You're trying to force maybe answers out of them or decisions out of them. Now, they might also literally lose themselves in anger, where, because the Strength card is about our, how can I explain this? It's kind of like, imagine this little lion is inside of you, okay? And we know that lions are ferocious, right? They go and they hunt and they chase and they get what they need to survive, okay? So imagine that this lion is inside of you. And that lion has desires. That lion also has rage and anger and, lots of emotions. The Strength card is where we have control of that aspect of ourselves. Okay? So you triggering this person might trigger a part of them that they might not be proud of. You could be somebody who triggers anger within them. Temper tantrums. We have got the Page of Wands energy here in her reverse. So it could even be like literal tantrums, fits of I can't get my way, or I'm gonna not talk to you, or I'm gonna say this, or I'm gonna do that. So they could also be, you could do that too, right? You could certainly do that too, where you have your own hissy fit for something. But yeah, this makes me kind of feel like you might there could be this energy of force here where you're trying to force them to do something that they're afraid of. Maybe you lack patience with this person, or you also you might have a little bit of a temper and might lash out, and would that be your little lion inside of you that is getting riled up inside, and like, I'm losing my patience, I'm losing my temper, and there we go. We've got a fight. We've got tower energy with that. So yeah, it kind of makes me feel like, maybe there's certain aspects of your personality, their personality, that are in conflict. You guys could both piss each other off, you know. But at the same time, this is quite the dynamic here between you and this person, for those of where this is resonating for you. This almost makes me feel like for some of you, you guys can both be like pretty sassy with each other. Um, and then at the same time, at the end of the day, it's like, but we love each other. We're attracted to each other, but we can both get on each other's nerves. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing here. 9 of Swords at the bottom with the Lovers, 2 of Swords, King of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So 9 of Swords is all that fears and anxiety surrounding commitment, relationship. This is being indecisive. This person could also be in denial of their feelings. Got Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy here. This is about making a plan or a choice. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is basically back to square one. We're unpredictable here. Do we want to move forward? Do we not want to move forward? Okay. So that's where we're at. I want to see if there's anything else to close out your reading here, pile number 3. How do they make you feel? Anything else you need to know? We have balance here. Balance. And warning. So I feel like with this, Spirit is wanting you, of course, to pay attention to whether or not this person is giving you the time, the energy, the presence. Is it a balanced connection? Not just some of the time, okay? But is this truly something where both of you are putting into this? We do have a warning here, so I want to look at that. What is the warning for you? The Ace of Swords. This is about you being in a clear time space, okay? Don't let your emotions cloud your judgment, basically. Don't let it cloud your judgment, okay? Four of Cups. Okay, so basically, if this person is not ready to build with you, if this person is being indecisive, and you are somebody who's truly wanting this 10 of Cups for yourself, happiness, fulfillment, relationship, family, and this person is not coming in with the balanced energy, you're needing to see that clearly, because the 4 of Cups energy here can be when we're distracted, when there's other opportunities for us to have this, maybe elsewhere. And if that is truly what you're wanting here, and if this person is fearful of taking that step, even if, right, you guys love each other and you're attracted to each other, if this person is not meeting your needs here with that, do not close yourself off to other opportunities. Okay? Keep your opportunities open, especially if that's what you're wanting here. Don't limit it to like, it has to be with this person. Okay? Of course, you ultimately have to do what is best for you. Loosen your grip. I feel like Spirit's saying here, loosen your grip. We've got the Justice card, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Hangman is about surrender. Okay? It's also about sacrifice. So, the 10 of Cups is what you want. Okay? Are you going to get it here? Are you going to get it here? If not, we have to let go. Okay? Don't close yourself off to other opportunities where you're able to have this, thinking that it only has to be with this person. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to leave this here for you, pile number 3. I do hope this is helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.